Hello, thanks for watching. Thank you Chelsea and Ed's Gaming and all my channel members for your support. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Thanks everyone for watching. And this is Evander. Not a nice person. Evander is not somebody that you want to meet in a dark alley. Fire mage and crook, assassin, thief, all round nasty piece of work. Right, we're in the Pawned Prawn. Some of you may not know with Inigo that there are various notes to find that lead you to him.
Welcome to the Pawned Prawn. What can I do for you?
Nothing at the moment, thank you. Right, so an opportunity. There we have a note by Norton, Warden Norton from the jail in Riften. So Bercy, I hear you've already sold on the ebony armour I got you, and at quite a profit too. The Craigie Khajiit doesn't have much left, but the rent on that sell of his is almost due again, and I reckon he could be persuaded to part with those lovely weapons of his. Get a buyer and we'll talk. I want my fair share this time. Norton. I'll see you later.
I have all sorts of interesting items for sale. Have you looked around?
Not yet. So then if we go into the Bee and Barb.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
People of Riften.
Yeah? What's your
heed
problem?
My words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs.
Okay,
the
we'll
signs
ignore
that
him
Lady
for
Mara
now.
is
We pop up
displeased
the
with your
stairs.
constant inebriation.
First
Turn your
room on the
flag
left
against
here.
your vile liquids,
Pop in
and
here.
embrace
Riften has
the
problems of
teachings
its
of the
own.
handmaiden
Now
And-
is not
time.
the time for exploration and
No,
discovery.
Marama.
I'm relieved to hear you say that.
Talon?
If you were to leave,
They
I'd
are
miss you.
allowed
Certainly
note
when you come to
about our blue friend. So Talon, no, I haven't forgotten about that thing you helped me with. I've checked the Khajiit's cell. I'm afraid he doesn't have any flawless amethysts stashed there. There's a strange necklace and some ebony ore though. That's about it, unless you want a stupid bug in a jar for some reason. If none of that's any use, I'll cut you in on whatever I make from selling his weapons. His armour's already gone, I'm afraid. If he wants to keep his cell, he'll have to raise a few more septims somehow. Norton.
sort of an
I owe
understanding.
you my life.
These people must be made
It would
aware of
take
the
a threat to
chaos
all
they've
of
suffered.
Skyrim for me to depart.
Enough, Maramar. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this
What's your
den of
problem?
iniquity.
We're not kicking
Okay,
you out.
and then
Just
finally
keep the sermons at
on the
temple
bar,
and let us all sin in
and
peace.
there are various other of these notes. The same notes can be found in various other inns. I haven't found where they all are yet. I don't suppose I ever will, because I normally come straight to Riften, but there are a few dotted around if you go to other towns first.
I think you've had
So-
plenty, Volwolf.
I'm ready, it says. My friend, I'm ready to pay what I owe. Find me in Riften jail. I will be waiting. Inigo.
Maybe you should head on home.
You stupid lizard. I said give me some more drink, or I'll have your head on a pike.
Suit yourself.
I love Riften.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you. Blessings of Mara upon you.
Okay, so I'm going to avoid Brynjolf for now. I'm going to go straight to Inigo. I've got to try and remember that I'm supposed to be nasty. Not necessarily to Inigo, but to everyone else.
Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only.
Get out of my way.
Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Okay, the crazy Khajiit in cell 1 is not to be disturbed. He paid good money for that cage, so don't go bothering him. If he's still there in a month, I think we should enforce a little rent increase. I doubt we'll get the chance show. You've all seen the way he looks. Won't be surprised if he tries to end his life soon. If you see him in a particularly suicidal mood, get in there and stop him. He's been using the key we gave him, so if you need to get in there in a hurry, use the spare in the broken strongbox above the fireplace. A dead man can't pay rent. Warden Norton. So there we go. Not doing anything.
Be careful.
Are you sure you don't want me to release you, Mr. Dragonfly? No? How are you ever going to meet Mrs. Dragonfly stuck in there? What's that, Mr. Dragonfly? The outside world is a scary place. Well, yes, I suppose it can be. It can be beautiful too. You should try it.
It's locked for a reason.
I've got a key for a reason. Shut up.
Come to kill me at last, have you? Thank the gods. I can bear the guilt no longer.
What?
I know I must die. Beware, though. My newfound honor demands I defend myself.
Do you know me or something?
I am in no mood for jokes. Strike me down. Take your revenge.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Who the hell are you?
You don't remember? That is my fault also. I am your so-called friend Inigo. I was the one who killed you. I tried anyway. I am guilty. Kill me.
You didn't do a very good job, did you? What are you doing in here?
After I shot you, I finally realized my mistake and tried to turn myself in. Your body was gone. The guards did not believe me. They said I was wasting their time. I had to pay them to put me in this cell. It is where I belong. I needed to repent. I need to repent.
Look, I'm not the person you remember, but I understand you've got some decent weapons. Do you know how to use them?
You are the person I remember. I would recognize your smell anywhere. My life is yours to take. Do it.
Look, I could use some help if you're willing.
I fight with you?
Yeah, I'm only good with magic. I need somebody that can use a sword.
Or die defending you. Yes, I accept. I feel lighter in my heart now you have given me this opportunity. You will not regret this.
Just watch where you aim that bow of yours then.
Do not joke about such things, my friend. The sadness I feel for what I have done is brutal enough. For now.
What else you got here?
I am here for you.
What's on your mind?
I'm thinking this jail will be my home until I die, or until I repay my debt to you. I see you found Inigo the Brave. It's just a little thing I've been working on. It is probably rubbish. Hand it over, and if we're relaxing somewhere safe, I'll read it to you if you want. I'm thinking the guards here are all blind, deaf fools. Don't worry, they didn't hear me say that. Speak to me.
Hold your hands out.
I will bear your burdens gladly. If you need anything else, just ask.
Haven't you got any boots? Okay, come on. What's this?
Mr. Dragonfly, say hello to my friend. Mr. Dragonfly is shy and frightened of almost everything.
Okay. Let's go.
Mr. Dragonfly is hoping he is in safe hands. Yes?
Pick him up.
Good idea. Moving out.
You need boots.
Everything all right? We are being very sneaky. Mr. Dragonfly is quietly pondering what we are up to. What do you need?
Do this.
Show me. Yes.
Get those boots.
Okay. Moving out.
Prefer being barefoot, huh?
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
So, Typhus, you coming by the bunkhouse later?
Of course.
Rare
I rented a bed.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming
I have plenty of
gemstones
them,
over
right?
here.
Good. That must be very comfortable for you. I think mine's a bit too small. Perhaps we could trade?
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, what?
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
I am here for you.
Any thoughts?
I'm thinking I like this place. The bee and barb always smell scaly to me. In a good way.
Sometimes I'm not certain.
I'm thinking this is a nice inn. If you want to have a chat, maybe we should take a seat. My tongue wags more when I am not using my legs.
Erin, you never see.
I'm thinking maybe we should get a seat.
It's only because
My father always said alcohol is not the answer, but it does make you forget the question. Okay, let us get back to it.
Let's go up
Yeah.
here.
What's your problem?
Park yourself there.
Whatever you say. Take a break, legs. You have earned it.
You've done nothing yet.
Yes, my friend.
Okay, what's on your mind now?
You dark elves are good with magic, yes? You handle the fancy stuff, and I'll stick to stabbing people with pointy things.
That's why you're here.
Your skin is a delightful shade, my friend. Don't let anyone tell you any different.
Yeah, you're cute as buttons too.
Do you ever get the feeling we are all part of some elaborate diversion made for some idiot's amusement? I don't. Look at us, a Dunmer and a Khajiit setting the world right together. We make valor look good.
Yeah, you might have the wrong idea of what we're up to.
I'm thinking you are wearing an amulet of Mara, and that while you are quite a catch, I am not interested. It would ruin our friendship.
The feeling's mutual.
This is nice. Two companions relaxing in an inn together. I wonder when we will next get the chance. Look at all that coin you are carrying. You could buy a lot of arrows for all that gold. You are lucky, my Dunmer friend. I wish I was flame retardant. My brother called me retardant, but I am not sure what he meant. I'm quite flammable.
Okay, the loot in your cell was full of arrows. Do you prefer singing?
Yes. I have never been very good, though. I enjoy writing songs, but sometimes it is more fun just making up words as I go along. Improvisation keeps the mind sharp and boredom at bay.
There's too much singing in the world, if you ask me.
An understandable opinion, but it is possible you have just not yet heard the right song. It may find you if you keep your ears open.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Ah, well. You are picky about what you put in your ears. That is probably a good thing.
What do you think of Skyrim so far?
It has many troubles, but it is worth protecting. There is much beauty in this land. Do you like it here?
Sometimes I think Skyrim's beauty is just dressing and it's all just rotten to the core.
What about the songs, the adventure, the beautiful women, and men?
It's not enough. I grow tired of this land.
I can see your mind will not be changed by me. Who knows what future events may change it for you, though?
I make my own future.
We all think we do, but who knows? Sometimes life pulls your trousers down when you least expect it.
That's why I always carry an extra pair of trousers.
You have all the answers, I see. Be warned, though. There are some things in this life that even an extra pair of trousers can't fix.
Let's talk about something else.
Good idea. What shall we discuss?
You like Riften?
The smells, the sounds, the danger. It suits me very much. It feels alive.
What brought you to Riften the first time?
After I quit the bandits, I came to Riften looking for a way to make coin. My partner and I found a job or two, but the real bounty was the city itself.
Riften stinks.
Yes, but in a good way. It grows on you. Give it time.
You're crazy.
Probably. You are not the first to suggest it. I may be crazy, but at least I'm not mad.
You're as mad as a box of frogs.
A box of frogs? That is pretty mad, I guess. At least I'm not as mad as a trout in a tree. No matter how mad you get, there is always someone madder.
Do you fear death?
No, I fear reincarnation. If I came back as a chicken, I don't know how I would go about ending my life. I could run at a saber cat, I suppose.
Today's what matters. Every day could be your last.
You are right. Let us not waste our breath on tomorrow. Our lungs are full today, thank you very much.
Let's keep breathing and see what today brings then, yeah?
More blood and coin, probably. It is a good life. In another 24 hours, who knows how much evil we will have vanquished.
Tell me about your past.
My brother and I never knew our real parents. We were found abandoned in a smelly shack by a soldier on his way to battle. We melted his heart with our fuzzy little faces, and he carried us to the nearest town. He deposited us at an orphanage, and that is where we spent most of our childhood. My brother and I were adopted by a couple of retired assassins. I guess the orphanage did not do a family background check.
Was it an interesting childhood?
Mine was perhaps a little more unconventional than most, but I suppose all childhoods are interesting to some degree. My parents provided me with love and encouragement. Apart from the nightly training sessions, we were a normal family. I was bullied by the other Khajiit children because of my unusual color and markings. My mother showed me a handy trick with a rock and a glove. I was never bothered again.
Served the little outs right.
Yes, bullies should not be tolerated. They soon learned that being different is not a weakness. My father showed my brother and I how to use a sword. My mother taught us the bow. Happy childhood memories. I grew up in Riverhold, not far from Cyrodiil. My brother and I headed for the Imperial City to find our fortune when we came of age. I found love, for a time at least. My brother found death. My mother and father are both gone. They died protecting a trading caravan a few years back. I guess I am an orphan again.
What were your parents like?
I suppose they were a bit of an odd couple, being an Argonian and a Khajiit, but they adored each other. And us. Despite their previous profession, they were good people.
Sorry for your loss, mate.
That means a great deal. Thank you. My brother and I found much work as sellswords. We never made it to the Imperial City, but we made a lot of coin.
Where'd your travels take you?
All over Cyrodiil, from the Gold Coast to the Granite Mountains. It is a wonderful land, but quite tame compared to Skyrim. Those were happy times, traveling or working during the day, camping out under the stars at night. Life was good.
What kind of jobs did you do?
A bit of giant killing here, a bit of witch slaying there. We took gold when it was offered, but sometimes we worked for nothing. It is hard to deny those in need whether they have coin or not. We made more than enough from those who could pay anyway. I awoke one morning to a lot of noise outside our tent. My brother staggered in, bleeding, and pushed our father's sword into my hand. He said that if I loved him, I would run. He used the last of his strength to rip out the back of the tent and push me down the slope beyond. Some Khajiit-hating locals had blamed us for a spate of robberies in the area and had decided to take the matter into their own hands. 12 of them had snuck up on us in the night. My brother died, but I live because of him.
What was your brother's name?
His name was Fergus. I miss him very much. But part of me is glad he did not witness what became of me after his passing.
Well, you're a mess, mate. If I were him, I'd be ashamed of you.
Yes, and now I bear the shame he cannot. Let us talk of other things. I was recruited by a group of bandits a few years ago. That is when I discovered skooma. It was the beginning of a lot of nastiness. I was with a bandit girl for a while. Turns out she was using me. She wanted protection, not affection. As soon as she found someone more psychopathic, I was dropped like a sack of troll dung.
Did you love her?
I thought I did. We dulled each other's pain somewhat. She seemed like the only bright thing in a very dark place. Regrettably, she was a vicious, manipulative harpy. I left the bandits and took the only ally I had with me. He was also an addict, but we thought we had it under control. His name was Felix. He was a big fellow, good in his scrap. We became mercenaries together. After a few months, Felix and I had made a little gold, but our addiction to skooma was getting in the way. No one trusts an addict, my friend. Especially not another addict.
Do you miss skooma?
From time to time my body does, but my mind is made up. I am never touching the stuff again. It helped me smother some painful memories, but it took my sense and reason as payment. It was not a fair trade.
Tell me more about Felix.
There is not much to tell. He never spoke about his past, but it was clear he had also been through a great deal before becoming a bandit. That life did not seem to suit him. He had been an educated man at some point, I am sure of it. He was violent, but he had retained some dim vestige of honor. I wish we had met under different circumstances. One day, Felix burst into my chamber. Instinct took over and I reacted. His murder was my second to last step on the road of dishonor. Trying to kill you was my last. My journal tells the rest. Read it if you want. I do not enjoy speaking of these things. That is my story. Not a happy one, but maybe the happy stuff is still to come.
What was your brother like?
He was my best friend. He is with the gods now, if you believe in such things. Maybe he's waiting for me in the afterlife.
Were you always close?
Always. As soon as we were old enough to get into scrapes, we always had each other's backs. He was the finest swordsman I ever knew.
Yeah, giving up skooma, I suppose he'd be proud of you for that.
Yes, giving up skooma is the hardest thing I have ever done. I still feel the need from time to time, but I will not give in to temptation.
What if I offered you some right now?
I would say no. I will always say no. I will carry it for you if I must, but I will never use it again.
Just one little bowl.
No. The answer will always be no. Let's talk about something else.
Okay. We're done here.
All right.
That's it for now. Say goodbye, Inigo.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
Tune in next time for more fantastic adventures.